Hi, I'm Angel Nightingale. Welcome to my channel. Dive into a world of diverse content that enriches your mind and soul. Discover the benefits of herbs and spices, explore mini episodes for adults tackling real-life situations, and enjoy kids' stories and educational videos for all ages. Immerse yourself in the beauty of nature with videos on animals and waterfalls and learn tips for skin and hair health. Plus, enjoy a variety of music to soothe your soul. Join our community and experience the magic of learning, nature, and wellness. Subscribe now and never miss an update.
Chocolate has a long and complex history, and its discovery and development can be attributed to several ancient civilizations. The use of cacao, the main ingredient in chocolate, dates back to ancient Mesoamerican cultures. The Olmec civilization, which existed in what is now Mexico, is credited with being among the first to cultivate and use cacao as early as 1500 BCE. However, it was the Maya civilization that significantly developed the cultivation and processing of cacao. The Maya consumed a beverage made from crushed cacao beans mixed with water, chili peppers, and other spices. This beverage, known as xocoltl, was a precursor to what we now know as chocolate. The Aztecs, who later inhabited the same region, also adopted the use of cacao. They further refined the preparation of chocolate beverages, often sweetening them with honey and flavored with vanilla and annatto. Christopher Columbus is said to have encountered cacao beans during his fourth voyage to the Americas in 1502, but it was Hernan Cortés, the Spanish conquistador, who is often credited with introducing chocolate to Europe. Cortés observed the Aztecs' use of cacao and brought some beans back to Spain in the early 16th century. The first chocolate house in Europe was established in Spain, and chocolate gradually gained popularity among the European elite. The addition of sugar, vanilla, and milk in the 19th century transformed chocolate from the bitter beverage of the Mesoamericans into the sweet and creamy treat we know today. So, while the Olmecs, Maya, and Aztecs laid the foundation for chocolate consumption, it was the European explorers and settlers who played a crucial role in introducing chocolate to the rest of the world and transforming it into the various forms we enjoy today.
History of chocolate. The history of chocolate, and its creation from the beans of the cacao tree, can be traced to the ancient Maya, and even earlier to the ancient Olmecs of southern Mexico. The word chocolate may conjure up images of sweet candy bars and luscious truffles, but the confections of today bears little resemblance to the chocolate of the past. Throughout much of its history, chocolate was a bitter beverage, not a sweet, rich-tasting treat. But after it became popular in the courts of Europe and the streets of colonial America, chocolate soon evolved into the universally loved commodity it is today. Who invented chocolate? Chocolate is made from the fruit of cacao trees, which are native to Central and South America. The fruits are called pods, and each pod contains around 40 cacao beans. The beans are dried and roasted to create cocoa beans. It's unclear exactly when cacao came on the scene or who invented it. According to Hayes Lavis, cultural arts curator for the Smithsonian's National Museum of the American Indian, ancient Olmec pots and vessels from around 1500 BC were discovered with traces of theobromine, the stimulant compound found in chocolate and tea. It's thought the Olmecs used cacao to create a ceremonial drink. However, since they kept no written history, opinions differ on if they used cacao beans in their concoctions or just the pulp of the cacao pod. Mayan chocolate. The Olmecs undoubtedly passed their cacao knowledge onto the Central American Maya, who not only consumed chocolate, they revered it. The Mayan written history mentions chocolate drinks being used in celebrations and to finalize important transactions and ceremonies. Despite chocolate's importance in Mayan culture, it wasn't reserved for the wealthy and powerful but was readily available to almost everyone. In many Mayan households, chocolate was enjoyed with every meal. Mayan chocolate was thick and frothy and often combined with chili peppers, honey or water. Xocoltl. The Aztecs took chocolate admiration to another level. They believed cacao was given to them by their gods. Like the Maya, they enjoyed the caffeinated kick of hot or cold, spiced chocolate beverages in ornate containers, but they also used cacao beans as currency to buy food and other goods. In Aztec culture, cacao beans were considered more valuable than gold. Aztec chocolate, which they called zacalado, was mostly an upper-class extravagance, although the lower classes enjoyed it occasionally at weddings or other celebrations. Perhaps the most notorious Aztec chocolate lover of all was the Aztec ruler Montezuma II, who allegedly drank gallons of zacalado each day for energy and as an aphrodisiac. It's also said he reserved some of his cacao beans for his military. Spanish hot chocolate. There are conflicting reports about when chocolate arrived in Europe, although it's agreed it first arrived in Spain. One story says Christopher Columbus discovered cacao beans after intercepting a trade ship on a journey to America and brought the beans back to Spain with him in 1502. Another tale states Spanish conquistador Hernán Cortés was introduced to chocolate by the Aztecs of Montezuma's court. After returning to Spain, cacao beans in tow, he supposedly kept his chocolate knowledge a well-guarded secret. A third story claims that friars who presented Guatemalan Mayans to Philip II of Spain in 1544 also brought cacao beans along as a gift. No matter how chocolate got to Spain, by the late 1500s it was a much-loved indulgence by the Spanish court, and Spain began importing chocolate in 1585. As other European countries such as Italy and France visited parts of Central America, they also learned about cacao and brought chocolate back to their respective countries. Soon, chocolate mania spread throughout Europe. With the high demand for chocolate came chocolate plantations, which were worked by thousands of enslaved people. But European palates weren't satisfied with the traditional Aztec chocolate drink recipe. They made their own varieties of hot chocolate with cane sugar, cinnamon and other common spices and flavorings. Soon, fashionable chocolate houses for the wealthy cropped up throughout London, Amsterdam and other European cities. Chocolate in the American colonies. Chocolate arrived in Florida on a Spanish ship in 1641, and it's thought the first American chocolate house opened in Boston in 1682. By 1773, cocoa beans were a major American colony import and chocolate was enjoyed by people of all classes. During the Revolutionary War, chocolate was provided to the military as rations and sometimes given to soldiers as payment instead of money. Chocolate was also provided as rations to soldiers during World War II. Cacao powder. When chocolate first came on the scene in Europe, it was a luxury only the rich could enjoy. But in 1828, Dutch chemist Coenraad van Houten discovered a way to treat cacao beans with alkaline salts to make a powdered chocolate that was easier to mix with water. The process became known as Dutch processing, and the chocolate produced called cacao powder or Dutch cocoa. Van Houten supposedly also invented the cocoa press, although some reports state his father invented the machine. The cocoa press separated cocoa butter from roasted cocoa beans to inexpensively and easily make cocoa powder, which was used to create a wide variety of delicious chocolate products. Both Dutch processing and the chocolate press helped make chocolate affordable for everyone. It also opened the door for chocolate to be mass-produced. Nestlé chocolate bars. For much of the 19th century, chocolate was enjoyed as a beverage. Milk was often added instead of water. In 1847, British chocolatier J.S. Fry and Sons created the first chocolate bar molded from a paste made of sugar, chocolate liquor, and cocoa butter. Swiss chocolatier Daniel Peter is generally credited for adding dried milk powder to chocolate to create milk chocolate in 1876. But it wasn't until several years later that he worked with his friend Henri Nestlé. Together they created the Nestlé Company and brought milk chocolate to the mass market. Chocolate had come a long way during the 19th century, but it was still hard and difficult to chew. In 1879, another Swiss chocolatier, Rudolf Lindt, invented the chocolate conch machine, which mixed and aerated chocolate, giving it a smooth, melt-in-your-mouth consistency that blended well with other ingredients. By the late 19th century and early 20th century, family chocolate companies such as Cadbury, Mars, and Hershey were mass-producing a variety of chocolate confections to meet the growing demand for the sweet treat. Chocolate today. Most modern chocolate is highly refined and mass-produced, although some chocolatiers still make their chocolate creations by hand and keep the ingredients as pure as possible. Chocolate is available to drink, but is more often enjoyed as an edible confection or in desserts and baked goods. While your average chocolate bar isn't considered healthy, dark chocolate has earned its place as a heart-healthy, antioxidant-rich treat. Fair trade chocolate. Modern-day chocolate production comes at a cost. As many cocoa farmers struggle to make ends meet, some turn to low-wage workers or slavery, sometimes acquired through child trafficking, to stay competitive. To expand cacao plantations, many companies are destroying rainforests, particularly in West Africa. This has prompted grassroots efforts for large chocolate companies to reconsider how they get their cocoa supply and its environmental impact. It's also resulted in appeals for more fair trade chocolate, which is created in a more ethical and sustainable way.
Chocolate can be a delightful ingredient to include in a homemade face mask, offering potential benefits for the skin due to its antioxidant properties and hydrating effects. Here's a simple recipe for a chocolate-based face mask. Chocolate face mask recipe. Ingredients: 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, unsweetened. 1 tablespoon of honey, raw and unprocessed. 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt or milk. 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, optional, for added hydration. Instructions. Prepare your ingredients. Gather all the ingredients and ensure they are measured accurately. Mix cocoa powder and honey. In a bowl, combine the cocoa powder and honey. Stir well to create a smooth paste. Add yogurt or milk. Incorporate the plain yogurt or milk into the cocoa and honey mixture. Stir until you achieve a creamy consistency. Optional, add coconut oil. If you want extra hydration, add a tablespoon of coconut oil to the mixture. Coconut oil has moisturizing properties that can benefit the skin. Mix thoroughly. Blend all the ingredients thoroughly until you have a uniform and smooth mask. Cleanse your face. Before applying the mask, ensure your face is clean and free from makeup or impurities. Apply the chocolate mask. Using clean fingers or a brush, apply the chocolate mask evenly to your face, avoiding the eye area. Relax and let it dry. Allow the mask to dry on your face for approximately 15 to 20 minutes. Take this time to relax. Rinse off with warm water. Once the mask is dry, gently rinse it off with warm water. You can use a soft washcloth or your hands to remove the mask. Moisturize. After patting your face dry, follow up with your regular moisturizer to lock in hydration. Tips and considerations. Patch test. Before applying the mask to your entire face, perform a patch test on a small area of your skin to ensure you don't have an adverse reaction. Frequency. Use the chocolate mask 1 to 2 times a week for best results. Skin type. This mask is generally suitable for most skin types, but adjust ingredients based on your skin-specific needs. Quality ingredients. Opt for high-quality, organic ingredients to maximize the potential benefits for your skin. Remember, individual skin reactions can vary, and if you have specific skin concerns or conditions, it's advisable to consult with a dermatologist before trying new skincare recipes. Enjoy the luxurious and aromatic experience of a chocolate face mask for a pampering treat.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss out on the best contents. Have a beautiful and blessed day to each and everyone.